Hi, everyone. So this is our first broadcast for EDUC 1300. So I am Miss Kristen Dufashard. You can call me Professor Dufashard. So this is or Professor D. And right now, this is going to be the introduction to our course. So if you are just joining us, I did send out a reminder email. A lot of the emails did come through the D2L system, and we're going to look a little bit at how you can go through D2L, how you need to log in. There is a chat area where you can, you should be able to chat here. I'll go ahead and share my screen with you guys so you can see what my setup is. And so you should be able to say something here. If you can see my chat, let me see you go ahead and respond to it. Just, you can say hi or hello or whatever your name is so I can know who's here. Because I see a few people are joining in right now. So if you have a Gmail account, you should be able to come in, and we can talk about this a little bit later during the class. But right now, we just want to get everybody acclimated to the live feed. If you can see it, then just go ahead and let me know. Okay. So we'll go back to just here talking. Okay, so in the email, in D2L, you should have gotten the syllabus. That is the first thing that I'd like to talk about. And the syllabus, it's a little bit long, so I apologize for that, but there are quite a few things that we want to make sure that we get across to you guys. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about was welcome. Thank you all for coming and joining this class. I'm very excited to have you all here and to talk about how we're going to navigate college. And this is supposed to be a very beneficial course. I'm hoping that if you have any questions, you can feel free to email me. You can feel free to give me a call if you need to. All of that information is here on my on the syllabus at the very top. We can do appointments if you'd like to meet with me in person and come to campus. If not, we can do one-on-one conversations this way. And that's fine too, but I just ask that you give me some time so we can have those by appointment. So course materials, you'll be required to get your textbook. This is a copy of what mine looks like. Some of them look like this. Some of them have been authored and they have a different title page that says Lone Star College. So they basically customized the book for us, but it's called Your College Experience. And you guys should have that within the next week or two, because you will need to do some readings from there, and some of our discussions do come from the book as well. So I'll let you guys go through the syllabus. I do want to just highlight on some things because we're going to go ahead and get into our first lecture tonight. I don't want to keep everybody for a really long time, but I do want to make sure we go over some highlights from the first chapter that you'll need to go ahead and read on your own. So the goal of this course is to transform the academic behaviors and create a learning environment to integrate students into the collegiate environment. So that's pretty much the goal of our, okay, so we have somebody here, Charlotte. Welcome, Charlotte, to class. Let's see. So the overview of the course, we just want to make sure that you guys are familiar with the resources here at Lone Star College. We really want to facilitate your success here. As your professor, I do not have a personal vendetta to have anyone fail. My goal is to help everyone pass this class, which shouldn't be difficult as long as everyone is interested in coming to class and participating. And you will participate through discussions and through our live lectures, and we'll learn more about that as we go on talking about some of the class policies. So you can learn about the student outcomes, the course objectives, some of the themes and topics we'll be talking about. All of that information is available in the syllabus, so you have time to look over that this week. And remember, don't get frightened by anything that's in here. Usually I give things in the beginning of the week and you have 7 days to complete them. So that's the thing about online courses. You want to make sure that you are pacing yourself and you are making sure that you are being disciplined with your time management. I know we all have activities, we have responsibilities, but that is one of the things that you agree to when taking an online course, is that you're stating you're mature enough to manage your time so that you have the week to get your assignments done. Okay, so the grading scale, that's one thing I do want to point out, is we're on the 10-point scale. So 90 to 100 is an A, 80 to 89 is a B, 70 to 79 is a C, 60 to 69 is a D, and anything below 60 is an F. So I'm hoping that I don't have to give any Fs out this semester, but I want to make sure that we really are engaged in this course. I know it's a little bit more difficult with online classes, but we do want to try to facilitate as much as we can to make sure that you guys are having a great experience with Lone Star College, even if it is online. Okay, so attendance policy. So our attendance policy is a little bit different. Once a week, I will hold these live lectures for those students that may want to go back and forth. And if you have any questions at any time, you can chat in the box and you can just ask and I'll answer it during the appropriate time. But I just want to make sure that everyone is checking into MyLonestar. We're going to go over how you can reach your course there. That's really the biggest thing, checking in every day, making sure that you're checking your emails every day, because I'll send emails periodically throughout the week, and joining for the live lectures. Even if you can't meet them live, being able to watch the link that I send out. I would love for you all to participate with me here live, but in the event that you can't, because we'll switch the times around because I know everybody's schedule is different, you will be able to just get all the information from the link that I send out after the lecture has been recorded. So the withdrawal policy, this is another big one. So Lone Star College believes that EDUC is essential for students to be successful in college. So there's actually a policy that withdrawals by the student are not allowed from this course unless you completely withdraw from the institution. So I don't want to mess up anyone's schedule. That is not the case here. I want everyone to be successful, but if you feel the need to withdraw from the course, please contact me and I will walk you through that process so we can get you in touch with the dean and we can make sure that we are not putting any negative restraints on your GPA, because I know for the most part this is everyone's first semester. We want to get a very strong start here, and I want to make sure that hopefully you all can start off with a 4.0 on your transcript, because that's very important. Okay, so class participation and assignments. We have weekly discussions that are posted in D2L. I'll talk a little bit more about how to get there. I actually have a video that's uploaded. I can send the link out for that and after we finish with this lecture again. I'll send that link out again. Assignments are due on the due date. So please do not come with an assignment 2 weeks after the date that it was due and not expect to have points taken off. And also late work, there's a caveat in here. Late work will be accepted at the instructor's discretion with point deductions. So if you don't have a valid reason for your work being late, there's no reason for it to be late. Your employer, if you walk in and let's say someone is going for nursing, if the surgery starts at 10 o'clock and the nurse comes in at 10:30, you can pretty much bet your bottom dollar that you will not be participating in that surgery and you could potentially not get paid. So we don't want any late work. We are preparing for the real world here. We are not going to let all this stuff fly anymore, because we're no longer in high school. This is college, and we want to treat everybody with the appropriate respect, and we also want to treat you all like adults. So the code for academic honesty, I'll let you guys go through that. That's pretty long. The ADA statement. If you require reasonable accommodations because of a physical, mental, or learning disability, it is your responsibility to let me know that. I can't go out and get everyone's files and see if you need a note taker or if you have a special requirement. You have to let me know that, and I can put you in touch with the appropriate resources that we have at the college here for you. Okay, equal opportunity statement. I'll let you guys read over that. There is a guaranteed graduate policy. You can also read the course catalog for that one. Software piracy, there's no software piracy, but if you are interested, we do have a free software for Microsoft Word. If that's something you're interested in, I can get that information to you guys as well. It's a free download. There's a video that's included that tells you how to use it, so you'll get I believe it's Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and the whole suite. You get it as free as a student here. All right, so important dates. Class begins on the 17th, that's today. The summer mini-mester registration begins on March 1st. If you are taking any courses for the summer to get ahead, or if you're just interested in doing the accelerated pace, you can register for those classes on March 1st, beginning on March 1st. So the earlier the better, of course. You get the better pick of the summer classes. So we have spring break from March 13th to the 19th. The spring holiday is April 14th through the 16th. Final exams will be on May 8th through 14th, and commencement is on May 12th through 13th. So if you have any friends that are graduating, great for them. Anyone in here that might be graduating, I'd like to know. That'd be nice to know. So also, I put in a few resources for the online students here in this in the syllabus. So online advising, you guys have access to special advisors that can walk you through any questions you have about your majors, about scheduling courses, and we'll actually have our advisor come and sit in our course. She's going to send some information about how you can schedule sessions with her. Guys, those sessions are really important because our advisors are sharing we're sharing this advisor with several other courses. So when she gives a window for the times that we need to, as she gives the windows for the times we need to schedule, go ahead and schedule the appointment and keep it, because that's also built into your grade, is to talk to your advisor. She's going to help you declare your major. She's going to help you with your next semester courses, because that may be a little bit cumbersome for you to navigate, but she's going to help you through that. So make sure you hold on to those. You also have access to online tutoring. That's something I do want to push. That's really big for our online students. If there's, and not just for this class, if you have a math class or an English class that you are having a difficult time with, we have all those subjects. You have free access to tutors that can help you. They can check your papers. And I would highly suggest that you utilize that, because that is a great, great resource. Online course orientation, most of you have completed it. If you have not, complete it this week, because otherwise you will not be able to access the course. You won't be able to get your assignments and see all of the information that's in there, participate in discussions. That won't be available for you. So finish the online course orientation. We have counselors that are available, and also the library. The libraries anywhere. We have an online catalog. Those are available for you as well. So I'm going to share my screen really quickly, and we are going to go over the course calendar. So I'm going to briefly show you the setup here, and this is basically how we will format the class. Okay. All right. So you guys should see what I see, which is the 16-week calendar. And this calendar may change a little bit from time to time, but not too much. Week 1, it lets you know what your reading assignments are here, so you know which pages and which chapter you need to be on. The lectures and review, these are some of the things that we're going to talk about during our lectures. And then these are, marked in red, the assignments that will be due that week. So as you can see, the week is here. It starts on a Monday. Well, this week it starts on Tuesday, but it ends at 11:59 on Sunday night. 11:59 p.m. on Sunday. 11:59 p.m. on Sunday. That is when all assignments are due. That is when the last chance for you to submit your discussion posts, and that is basically the deadline. So you need to get it in before 11:59 p.m. on the Sunday before class starts. So just, you can go through here. That is pretty much the setup, your reading assignments, what we are going to do, pretty much the outline of the class lecture, and then in red, any activities that you may be, that you may need to submit. All right. If you have any questions about that, let me know. You can just type it in the box or send me an email. Let's see. So we went over the course catalog. Oh, one more thing. So that is actually one of the assignments that was listed for this week. The practice Dropbox, the syllabus upload. So the syllabus upload is basically letting me know that you have reviewed the syllabus. You took a look at it, you went ahead and reviewed everything. So once you finish with the syllabus upload, the syllabus upload, what you'll do is after reviewing the syllabus, okay, here I am. We are going to the syllabus now. So at the end of the syllabus, you'll see this page. This is the student confirmation of receipt form. I want you to go ahead and print this form and sign it and date it. So you can sign it and take a picture of it on your phone and upload, that's fine. You can email it to me after you take a picture on your phone. But you need to go ahead and upload this as well, at least with your printed name and the date on it in Dropbox. So that's so I know that you know how to use the Dropbox, the assignment submission. I know that you've read hopefully you've read the syllabus in its entirety. So that just lets me know that this is what you guys will be having. So this is what you guys are going to take a look at. So make sure you get that in, and that is due by 11:59 on Sunday, 11:59 p.m. Okay. All right, so we went over the course calendar. We went over the students to do review list. Oh, that's a few. Okay, so we're going to go over that next. What I'd like to do really quickly, though, is give everyone a look, an overview at D2L. What you'll see when you come in, you should have gone through this in the student orientation, but I'd like to go ahead and just touch over a few things. And like I said, I have a few videos prepared for this as well. So when you come into the course, this is what you'll see. You should see these things here, the getting started button. These are going to be the announcements. So I'll put announcements here from time to time, and you'll just see these throughout our course. If there's anything, I'll put bonus assignments here. I may put quick quiz questions here for extra credit. If there's any resources that we find, I'll put this all here in the announcements, as well as email. This here is the calendar. So if you actually click on the calendar, you'll see when we have things that are due. So everything is due on Sunday at 11:59. So down here, you'll usually see everything right around the midnight hour. So that's perfectly fine if you want to see it this way. If you'd like to see it back on the home page here, it just lets you know on the 22nd, the 29th, when everything is due. Alrighty. So the other thing, discussions. Now these are here. Your first discussion is to introduce yourself to me and to your classmates. So that's all you need to do. You can go back and forth, and if you find a connection with someone, by all means, go ahead and introduce yourself, and you guys can go back and forth and hold the conversation. That's perfectly fine. But we'll also have weekly discussions here, and you can find that below in that forum. There's also going to be a question and answer. If you have a question, you can post something here. And all you would do is click on the actual topic, and you would press start a new thread. So that's where you would be able to ask any questions, or you can introduce yourself. It's the same protocol for that. All right, so now to the meat of everything. So our content is going to be here. So this week, you guys have a little bit of catching up to do. I went over a lot of this stuff in the lecture, but begin here. This is where you're gonna find all the information. So best start, this is some of the things I've covered in the learning assignments, the resources, and then practice assignments. So you'll get a check mark here after you viewed everything. So that's how you know that you finished with that module. So just go ahead and click on it. Once you have everything submitted, everything's taken care of, you'll get a green check mark, which is just like this. So take a look, take some time, look through some of these resources, look at the videos. If there's anything that you have questions about, all of this information pretty much answers it. So week one, this is a reflection. of what's on the course calendar. There are a couple extra videos that I'd like you guys to watch because we'll have a conversation about those next week in our lecture. So as you see, the practice drop box is due. So that's just your science syllabus. The growth mindset drop box. So that is this assignment here, grow your intelligence. It's pretty self-explanatory. If you have any questions, you can put it on the question discussion board. Let's see. And the campus investigation the campus resource investigation assignment. So that is also down this way. And what you're going to do here is submit. There's a rubric for both of the items. But for this one, what you're going to do is this is all the information here at the different campuses. But what also you guys need to be aware of is that you can take a look at this video, but the rubric is this right here. So you need to identify the campus resource. You do not, I repeat, you do not have to go to the campus to figure out where all these places are. What I would like you to do, where it says location, this is the rubric down here, basically. This is telling you how you can get 100%. So for this first part, I want you guys to find the web page where there's information for this. So get help writing a paper, for example. You would go through the MyLonestar.edu webpage and copy the link where that web page is and put it in this field here. That's all you need to do for each one of those. So just go through the website, find where's a place that you would want to get healthy. So find that place on the web and then copy and paste the link there. Part two is you need to talk about how you can utilize these resources. If you don't have to come, if you don't have any on-campus classes, that is fine. You can talk about some of the places that you visited on the web in the first part of the assignment. But for part three, you need to have a short reflection of your experience after you went to the web pages. What are some of the things you thought about, and what did you think, whether or not these were helpful? So if you have any questions on that, let me know as well. Okay, so that is pretty much what we have offered the first week. I know if it seems like a lot, let me know if it sounds like a lot. You can just text it in here or send me an email. But really, guys, it's the first week is always going to be the toughest. And that's just because we're getting acclimated to everything. This is likely a lot of you guys' first online class. And I just want to make sure that you have as many resources at your disposal as possible. So take it in little chunks. Like I said, you have 7 days to get it completed. So don't be overwhelmed and don't be in a rush. And if there's any questions that you have, you can let me know. Just put it on the discussion board that I showed. And that's basically because we might have 2 or 3 other students that have the same question. So if everybody can see them and everybody has access, then we can go ahead and take care of a lot of those issues. So once again, this is the book that you will need to get for success in this class. We will have assignments from the book, and the book is required. Okay, so let's see. Now we are going to jump straight into the lecture. Actually, I'm going to record this first lecture. I know this was a while. This is a pretty long video. I don't want to keep everyone here for too long. I did want to just come in and introduce myself and talk about how the class is going to be structured. So actually, I did not introduce myself. Let me go ahead and do that right now because I did forget. So I apologize for not introducing myself. So my name is Kristen Dufashard. You can call me Miss D or Professor D if the last name is a bit much. I am originally from New Orleans, Louisiana. So I have attended Louisiana State University, go Tigers, and I did my master's at Southern University, go Jags. I love teaching the EDUC course. just because it, to me, makes me feel like I'm really able to work directly with you guys as students when you first come to the campus. And I think that that's a very critical time because a lot of people can get overwhelmed and just quit. And I think that as a person that's very upbeat and very motivated, I like to pass some of my motivation on to other people. So that's why I'm very open about questions. I'm open to meet with anyone. And I'll actually be on standby for a little while after this. If you're interested, I'll check my emails and see if anyone wants to meet in the next 10 or 15 minutes. Just to talk so we can go back and forth. If you'd like to FaceTime, that's fine. Let's see. So that's pretty much about me. I mean, I'm from New Orleans. I love food, as anybody from New Orleans does. And I'm looking forward to working with you all and getting to know you guys in the first discussion where you introduce yourself. I'm really, really looking forward to helping you guys advance through the class. And really, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys graduate and walk across the stage. I mean, I remember telling my first group of students a couple of years ago that if you've never had anyone tell you that they believe in you, I believe in you. I feel like anyone that has taken this first step to take this class has ultimately decided that they want to have a better future for themselves. So with that being said, if you need a personal cheerleader, I'm your personal cheerleader. If you need another cheerleader, I will connect you with another faculty member that is willing to be your cheerleader. Faculty and professors, we are not the enemy. We are not your enemy. We are here to help you. We are your allies. Yes, sometimes we do have lives and we do things outside of class. We don't teach class all day, every day. But we do this because it's something we really enjoy. We know that we are making a difference, and we know that we are really helping students get on the path that they are interested in getting into. So with that being said, if you've never had anyone believe in you before, I do. You can tell all of your friends. My teacher, Miss D, believes in me. Miss Dufashar from New Orleans, she's awesome. That'd be good. But just go ahead and reach out. I'd love to know more about you guys. I know it's a little bit difficult with the computer, but I'm open to having you guys chat in. We can do a call in. We can work on trying to get a two-way dialogue so I'm not just talking with you guys the whole time. So hopefully I'll have that set up the next time and we can work that way. So if you have any questions, like I said, you can go to the chat tool. If you can't chat, I'll be sticking around my email for the next 10 minutes. Like I said, we can FaceTime. I'll also give out my number for WhatsApp. We did that for the last class, and that actually was very beneficial. We were able to have class discussions in real time. If you're interested in that, let me know. I'll actually be giving out bonus points for that. So it's good to rack up bonus points in the beginning. One thing I do want to do, though, is get everybody's phone number and personal email. I'm going to follow this up, giving the link to the lecture, and I will also follow up with a request for your telephone number as well as your personal email that you use on a regular basis. So with that being said, thank you everyone for joining. I hope you have a good night. Oh, one more thing before I let you guys go. And that is going to be for participation points for everyone who came and sat through the lecture tonight. This is going to be your first participation point. Okay, so I'm going to write this out, and I just would like for everyone to email me. And I'll put my email on here as well. You should have gotten my email with the link attached. Just reply to it. Let's see. I'm going to write the question down just so I know you're paying attention. Oh, that looks backwards. Well, that probably wasn't the smartest thing. Okay. So So let's try this again. Not perfect, guys, I will say that. Okay, so the question is, how about I do this? Okay, so this is the question here for everyone. And this is all you need to do is send me an email with your answer for participation points. I did say this during the lecture, and if you need to go back and rewatch it just to figure out where it was I said it, then that's perfectly fine as well. So on this note, I'll go ahead and leave everyone. Send me your emails. If you would like to chat with me, then I'll be around for the next 10 minutes until about 8:45. And also be on the lookout for the video for our Chapter 1 lecture, which will be coming to you shortly. All right, everyone, have a good night. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you guys next week. I'll send out the information for our next live lecture. Bye-bye.